TriNet and Deel. Two giants in the HR world go head-to-head. Which one really delivers? On the left, TriNet, the comprehensive PEO trusted by established businesses. And on the right, Deel, the global HR platform powering remote teams in 2025. Let's skip the buzzwords and focus on what matters most for your team. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect. Okay, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's lay out the game plan. We're comparing TriNet and Deel across a bunch of key categories: pricing, global capabilities, user experience, benefits and compliance, target market fit, and how they handle implementation and support. So you'll see exactly where each one scores big or totally drops the ball. First up, let's talk money. Pricing can either be a deal maker or a deal breaker, right? So TriNet, it goes all in with a package that bundles benefits and big enterprise features. That sounds awesome, but here's the catch. The cost per employee is higher. And honestly, navigating their pricing, it's almost like decoding tax law. Now, Deel comes in swinging with pricing that's way more transparent. Like $95 a month, what you see is what you get. No hidden fees lurking around. Sure, it can add up for a massive team, and if you want those fancy premium features, you'll pay extra. But overall, it feels more upfront and less headache-inducing. So if you're all about clean, simple pricing, yeah, Deel sneaks a win here. Now let's talk global vibes. TriNet, it's got a solid reputation in the US, and they pretty much nail compliance stateside. But once you cross those borders, things get kind of shaky. It's really focused on the US. Deel, on the other hand, oh, and here's something cool. They're literally built for global hiring. Employer of record services in 100+ countries. Local expertise that goes way past the basics. If you're running a remote squad from everywhere, Deel is in its element. The only thing, if you're all US, Deel's global machine might feel a bit over the top. Still, for sheer international firepower, Deel totally crushes this round. Let's slide over to user experience, which, seriously, matters way more than people admit. TriNet's been around, so its mobile app is pretty mature, and employees get a solid self-service portal. But, to be real, their interface feels kinda classic. Like, good luck if you're a newbie, because there's a bit of a learning curve. Deel brings that modern, clean look everyone's chasing right now. And everything's all in one place. But get this, sometimes all those features can be a bit overwhelming, especially if you just want to do something simple. And since it's newer, not everything is polished. So yeah, it's a neck-and-neck race here. Let's call it a tie for now. Oh, and here's a wild stat. Did you know 73% of teams will have remote workers by 2028? Yeah, remote is the new normal. Next, benefits and compliance. If you want the veritable VIP package, TriNet rolls out a benefits portfolio that rivals Fortune 500 companies. Seriously, their compliance game is deep, almost intimidating. But honestly, it can be a little much for smaller teams, and the options aren't super flexible. Deel's getting there with Aetna International plans, and they're hip to the whole GDPR thing, but overall, it's not on TriNet's level yet. Benefits partnerships are still growing, so for this category, TriNet clearly takes the crown. Who are these platforms for anyway? TriNet loves working with companies that have somewhere between 50 and 1,000 people. So established SMBs and US-focused players, right? If your team is super tiny or totally global, TriNet might feel a bit stiff. Deel, meanwhile, is like remote first, works for scrappy startups or giant enterprises, and fits global teams. But if you're a more traditional business, Deel's complexity could feel daunting. So this one's tricky. Honestly, both win for their chosen crowd. I'll call it a tie here. Now, how about setup and support? TriNet's process is like a classic onboarding experience. Solid, with 24/7 support and even in-person training if you need that hands-on touch. Downside? It can move a bit slow, and it doesn't feel as modern as some might want. Deel's got that flashy, quick setup, modern onboarding, and also 24/7 global support, but they're still building their reputation, and sometimes support quality can be a mixed bag. If you want tried-and-true reliability, TriNet edges ahead in this round. Let's pause for a sec and check out the big picture. If you lay it all out visually, Deel's scoring high for pricing and global powers, while TriNet dominates on benefits and implementation. Some categories are neck and neck, but you can see where each platform really spikes. So here's my hot take. If you're a well-established US business and you want top-tier benefits plus deep compliance, TriNet is the power move. But if you're spreading out globally, building a remote team, or just want something super modern, Deel is the one to watch. Both have their perks. You just gotta pick what fits your vibe.
Still wondering which HR platform is for you? Think about your team size, where your people are, and what your plans look like for growth. Both TriNet and Deel bring a lot to the table, but only you know what your business truly needs.